And to display subscription form, so we need to add the new file. So the package has already been installed. So let's move to here inside our views. So let's add a new folder. Let's call it subscriptions. Where is it? Subscriptions. And inside, let's add a view, which is subscribe.blade.php. And for the content of this view, so I will only paste it, so you can find source code in the description in the GitHub repository for this course. So you can move to the same folder, which is subscriptions, and you will find subscribe.blade.php. So just copy and paste here, and I will explain everything we have here. So here we have a row with margin top 5, and we have a card, we have a title, subscribe to our plan. So here we have the route. So the routes, we don't have it yet, so we'll create it later. So this route will subscribe the user to a plan. And here we have the form with the ID subscription form, and we have the email of the user, and email, the value is the currently logged in user email. And we have here this div with card elements ID. So here we will display the subscription form. And we have a hidden input field which has the payment method. And we have the submit button. And here we have JavaScript. So using JavaScript, we can display for the subscription form, or the Stripe subscription form. So all of this code, you can find it in the docs or any other website. You can find how to add the Stripe checkout form inside your project. So here you need to add Stripe publishable case. So let's remove this one, and please use your own. So use your own subscription or Stripe publishable case. So let's move to developers, API case, and here we have the case. So let's copy the publishable key and use it here. Okay. So now we need to display this form only if the user has chosen a plan. Okay. So only in this case, so we will display the form. So now the user has already choose plan. So we have this plan. So now we need to display the subscription form. So let's display it after this div. So we can check for the session if it has the chosen plan. And here end session. So if yes, if it has the chosen plan, so we will include the file inside subscriptions.subscribe. Okay, so save. Let's refresh and see what we have here. So now we have the chosen plan, which is this one. So we need to display the subscription form. So as you can see, we have subscribed to our plan. We have the email, and we have here, so we can add the card number. If we provide an empty field, so your card number is incomplete. Okay. So let's do something. Let's move to our console. Let's move to application. So here we have Laravel. So let's go back. So here we have the Laravel session. Let's remove it. So if we refresh now, so I think we will be redirected to the login page because we have removed the session. Okay, so let's log in again and submit. And if we go to the plans, so now we don't have the form, as you can see, so we need to choose a plan to display the form. So if we choose the second one, which is the full QR codes, so as you can see now we have subscribed to our plan form. But before we do the subscription, so we need, as I told you, so we need to prevent the user from accessing the create and edit forms for the QR code. Okay, so if he tries now, he has zero number of QR codes. So if he tries to access the create form, so we need to redirect him to the plans. Okay, and to do that, so we will use middleware. So let's create our middleware. So PHP, let's clean the terminal. PHP artisan make middleware, and let's call it free trial middleware, and hit enter. So let's move to our middleware. So we'll come back again to the subscription controller. So let's move to our middleware. So here what we will do, so we need to check, as I told you, if first we need to check if the auth user, which is currently logged in user, if the number of QR codes is greater than 0. So if yes, we will let him go. If not, we will redirect him to the routes, and the routes here is the plans.index. Okay, so now we have the middleware. So we need to register this middleware so we can use it inside our application. And to register the middleware since Laravel 11, so we need to go to bootstrap folder and app.php. Okay, so we go here inside do with middleware, and inside do with middleware, so we can register our middleware. So let's use the middleware object here that we have, and this object has a class which is alias, not class, method alias, and here we can define it as trial, and we used free trial middleware. Okay, so now we have registered our middleware, but before we do that, so we need colon class, and we need also to import it, or it's already here. Okay, so save. Let's now use it. So to use it, we need to move to our web.php, and inside, so we need the user to be logged in to access the QR codes. So we will add also another middleware here inside the auth. So the user needs to be logged in to access the create and edit and update and store, and also he needs to have more than 0 QR codes. So we will use here the trial middleware, and we group everything, and we add function, and inside, where is it? So let's add here, and inside here, so we add same thing with we add the resource, which is the controller, but we want this middleware, which is trial middleware, to be applied only. So here we will use only, and we define the routes that we want middleware to be applied to, and we want only the create and the methods which are create, store, and edit and update. Okay, so save. So let's see what we have done, if it is working or not. So if we refresh the page, let's create a QR code. So as you can see, I am redirected to the plans, which means that the middleware that we have added is working. So let's go back to the home page and try to edit this QR code. So the same thing will happen. So we will be redirected to the plans. If we log out and we try to access the QR codes, create our QR codes index page, so we are redirected to the login. Okay, so let's register a new user and see if so let's move to the registration page and see if he can create QR codes or no. So let's copy this email so you can use it to log in. So now we are redirected to the login. Let's add email here, hit submit. So we are redirected. Let's try to create a new QR code. And as you can see, we can create QR code. Why? Because we have 5 QR codes. Okay. And also we can edit the QR code if we want to edit the QR code. Okay. So we can edit it since we have, as you can see, we have 4 here. And now when we edit, so it will become 3. Okay, so now we have applied our middleware and we are done with it. So next we need now, as I told you before, so we need to subscribe to a plan when we reach 0. So if this user has 0 QR codes, so we need to subscribe to a plan.